How's it going, party people? My name is Caravan Dan. I run Gaming Caravan, a tabletop brand and community based in Central Florida. Thank you to NorthStar for actually sending me a couple copies of Biomos that we're talking about today. Today is Biomos Day, basically, it seems like. And I'll be discussing the before you buy. It's going over the mechanics of the game, the general how you play the game, whether or not you should buy, try, or deny the game, and some other similar games that might be up your alley as well. So if you like what we do, definitely subscribe. Leave a comment on what other games you'd like to see before you buy videos on. We have quite an array, and I'm trying to do 300 videos of before you buy a game this year. So make sure you leave a comment. I'll try to get to it as soon as I can. But let's go over Biomos. Biomos is a 1 to 4 player competitive ecosystem terraforming game by NorthStar Games. It is a light game. This is like a 1.25, maybe 1.5 if you're playing the advanced mode for this game. This is a tile placement game through and through. What you'll be doing is you'll be creating patterns, these patterns right here, by placing ecosystem tiles and putting it onto your planet. Based on what you're doing, you'll be grabbing that pattern that you complete. It's pretty much that simple. There is 5 for the table right here. What you do on your turn is you'll pick up and place. You have 2 optional actions. The first optional action you can do, if you're playing the advanced way, which is this side of the board, is you can complete whatever tile ability you just placed. So for instance, if I have a water next to a desert, I'm able to turn that desert into land. If I have a rock next to a water, I can turn that water into ice. If I have a desert next to anything, I can turn that thing into a desert. And if I put an ice on my board, I'm able to discard it to grab a random tile from the bag. That's just about it. You don't have to play with that mode. That's what this is for. But again, really, this game's not overall complicated. It's like 1.5 at most with this side of the board. So I say go ahead and do it. It just makes a fun experience and adds a couple extra to this pretty light game. So, for instance, if I end up having, a desert, or let's just say, I can't really complete anything with what I have here. But what you do is you'll place, and then let's say that player grabs something, that player grabs something, this player grabs something. I have to grab this forest right here, and then we will refill the 5. That's the drafting for this game overall. Then the next player can grab, next player can grab, next player can grab, and so forth. Once you complete, so if I have a desert, something in a desert, these X's on the pattern cards mean there has to be something in between those 2 tiles. So it has to be a desert, something, then a desert. I'm able to, once I place it, as one of my optional actions, I can claim that pattern. You cannot claim more than 1 pattern in any given turn. And for the record, the fun thing about this is you're able to slide and slot wherever you need to. I can move them around and be like, oh, I want ice in between this now. Oh, actually, I want to push that up. I want another ice between that as well. The only ones you can't move around is your moon and the 2 on the right side, or the 2 in your right side of the board. Right side of your board, those 2 have to stay planted there firmly, but the rest of the board can definitely be moved around. If you look at the bottom left of each board will say you get extra points based on if you grab those tiles. So you get 1 point for each one of those tiles you have in your board. This is the variable for each board. It depends on which board you have. One of them is 2 points per forest tile, but the rest is like 1 and 1. Additionally, if you look at the top left, you're able to slot one of these tiles in as your moon. Whatever you slot in as your moon, you will actually gain 3 extra points for it being all over your board, not including your moon. So 3 points per tile on top of the bottom left, whatever it might be. So if you put forest wind in there, it's actually 4 points per forest tile instead of just 1. And additionally, whenever you slot something in your moon, you grab an extra tile to put inside the board on that exact turn. So the game should only last like 15 selections, something like that. It's very quick. You keep whatever's in there whenever you fulfill it. But that's how to play the game. The game's, again, very simple game, very fun game. It's enjoyable for sure. I'll say that much. It's an enjoyable experience. It is light. So that gets us into what games are similar to Biomos. The game similar to Biomos is really Cascadia, kind of ish. Again, so it's like a lightly loose thing based on the ecosystem with tile placement vibes. It is kind of similar to Calico because you are trying to draft and place and fulfill public objectives and stuff like that. I think Calico, it's not shared objectives, they are public objectives, I think. Technically, I don't really know the exact name for those objectives specifically for Calico. I really do like Calico as a game, though. It's very fun. And this is like a light version of that. Calico is like chess, and this is like checkers. And they're both fun games. which gets me into the buy, try, and deny situation. Buy this game if you like those light games and you like the terraforming theme. I like this. I like the art style, and the game did not disappoint with the art whatsoever. This art is beautiful for each world, each player board, each tile. Like, look at these. They're all unique. They're all creative. They're just all beautiful. It's good art. The theme I didn't care for initially too much, but it grew on me, and I like how everything's thematic. Like if you look at this, to the left side of the board, if you have water next to desert, water grows life, so the desert turns into a forest. If you have rock next to ice, if there's like a small body of water on land, it can be frozen over and turn into ice. There it is. If you have desert next to anything, the desert could degrade it and then turn it into, could destroy it, could turn into more desert. And then ice can melt and become, I don't know. That one I don't know. Technically, ice could be land. Ice could be, I guess, have life in it to create like a forest. And then I don't know about desert, personally. But yes, this is pretty thematic, pretty fun. I like how you're kind of terraforming your own planet right here naturally. Like it's not like terraforming Mars where you're a corporation. You're just letting nature take its course, which is a pretty cute theme to it. So buy it if you like the theme. Buy it if you like the art. Try it if you're just a fan of tile playing games in general. This is a unique one. For sure. If you're a fan of light games, definitely check this one out. This might be a new one for your group. I know a lot of people who have like families. This one, my dad could even play. My dad doesn't really play too many board games. So when I say my dad can play it, that's a vote of confidence for those simple gamers who only like Mountain Goats, Catan, stuff like that. But do not play this if you want something super heavy. That's basically it. This is like a shared gaming space, shared objectives that you're all just trying to get the most amount of points of by the end of the game. Yeah, that's Biomos. That's all the information you need to know about Biomos. So if you have anything that I missed out on, definitely comment below. Let me know what game you'd like to find out about in the comments. NorthStar, thank you for sending us copies of this game. I very much appreciate it, and I actually do enjoy this game a good amount. So thank you for sending it to me. This will stay in the library. If you want to play it first, come to Caravan Convoy. This is a play-to-win game as well. So thank you for the extra copy, NorthStar. And I hope to see you guys at Caravan Convoy. Peace, have a great day, God bless, and I hope to see you guys at a table soon.